desserts for our bonfire tomorrow.
Okay.
Because, yeah, and like everyone that was invited has to bring something, and then our thing that we had to bring was dessert. And then like everyone else, they bring like food and drink. And like, yeah.
Whip that, whip it, whip it, whip it. Do you like it, Prince?
Has anyone seen Ava Baroni? The little white girl that Diddy adopted. Where did he get her from? Was she the pick of the litter?
Y'all remember the girl Diddy suddenly claimed he adopted back in 2020? She's speaking up now, and what she's revealed is forcing the internet to rewatch that old video very differently. Because honestly, that introduction never sat right. Not just awkward, it feels off in a way that makes you stop, rewind, and really watch again. When Ava tried to introduce herself, she didn't talk about her family, her background, or how she even knew Diddy. She led with her zodiac sign, something viewers clocked immediately. Because that's not how kids introduce themselves in family settings. Diddy noticed it too. He cuts her off fast, redirects the conversation, and starts doing damage control in real time.
My name's Ava. I'm a Scorpio.
No. What's your last name?
Ava Combs.
What's your other last name?
Ava Baroni.
Ava Baroni Combs? Yes, it was breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child.
Then it gets weirder. Ava casually says she was on the streets before Diddy picked her up and brought her in. No mention of her parents, no backstory or clarity.
I was on the streets, and then Papa Combs decided that he would like to be a caring man. So then he saw me and decided to pick me up.
And Diddy rushes to clean that up too, saying she still has loving parents, comparing the whole thing to celebrity adoptions like Madonna's.
I want you to tell them the story about how I adopted you. But you still have beautiful parents but you're my child also. But please tell the story. Ava, that's like a little bit like borderline suspect. I don't want nobody, we want to get it clear. I adopted you like Madonna adopted kids and everybody else adopted kids, Charlize Theron. Everybody that's ever adopted Sandra Bullock. I adopted you because I felt that you could, enjoy also having a black parent.
I always come over.
Yes. And it's Ava Baroni Combs.
That Madonna's comparison alone raised eyebrows, even back then, because if you know anything about Madonna's adoption history, it's been clouded with controversy for years. Allegations of kids being removed from families under questionable circumstances, claims of missing paperwork, accusations that money did the convincing more than consent, not exactly the gold standard you want to reference when explaining how a child came into your care. But at the time, people shrugged it off. Celebrity weirdness, rich people doing rich people things, until Ava disappeared. Right after that, IG Live, she vanished. No posts, updates, appearances, or family photos, nothing. It was like she got wiped clean from the internet overnight, and that's when people started asking questions they probably should have asked on day one, because when someone announces an adoption publicly, especially a celebrity, you usually see follow-ups, charity events, family outings, holiday photos, growth updates. Ava got none of that. Instead, folks digging through old photos noticed something unsettling. Ava wasn't brand new to the Combs family. There were images floating around showing her with the Combs twins years before the supposed adoption, and she looked much younger than she did in that 2020 video. That detail flipped the entire story on its head, because if Diddy already knew her when she was that young, then how does the found her on the street story make sense? And if he didn't just meet her, why frame it that way? Was the adoption even legal? Or was it something else entirely? That's when the theories started getting darker. Some people believe Ava was taken from her family, others think money changed hands quietly. And then there's the theory that sent the internet into overdrive, the idea that Ava Baroni looks strikingly similar to Ava Grace Baldwin, a little girl who went missing back in 2015. Now, none of that has been officially confirmed, but the resemblance was enough to make people uneasy, enough to keep the conversation alive. Eventually, the Combs twins tried to calm the noise. They posted a short video showing Ava briefly, just enough to say, see, she's fine.
We're gardening, and we're gonna take our cousin Kwai and our best Ava. You guys all know her and remember her and ask about her every day. So you get to see her, yay. But yeah, we're gonna get ready for that soon. Hey guys, so we're with Ava and Clyde. We're going horseback riding. Yeah. We're on the way. Our appointment's at 3 and it's 2:17, so we kind of like gotta hurry, but we'll be there at 2:57, so we're gonna be good. But
instead of putting things to rest, it made everything feel even more staged. Ava looked distant, quiet, almost like she didn't want to be there. And when people followed the social media accounts linked to her, the vibes didn't help. Sparse posts, remote locations, no normal teenage life. It felt off-grid, like someone trying not to be seen, and people who pay attention to body language picked up on something else. Ava, in resurfacing photos and footage, didn't move like someone comfortable in her environment. She hesitated, she avoided eye contact, and when patterns repeat, people notice. That's when things turn from suspicious to disturbing, because the only people Ava was consistently seen around weren't Diddy himself. It was his sons, Justin and Christian Combs, the same sons who have been repeatedly named in serious allegations connected to Diddy's world. Justin Combs has been linked, allegedly, to lawsuits accusing Diddy of running drug-fueled freak-off parties involving underage girls and secret recordings. Christian Combs has faced his own essay allegations, and yet, according to people tracking Ava's appearances, these were the men she was around the most. Let that sink in. A young girl, adopted under questionable circumstances, barely visible to the public, mostly seen with men already surrounded by scandal. That's not just a bad look, that's a red flag factory. And then the Freakoff allegations started coming into sharper focus. For years, Jaguar Wright has been screaming into the void about what she says goes down in elite Hollywood circles. She's accused Diddy, Jay-Z, and others of participating in ritualistic, drug-fueled abuse parties involving young victims. Most people dismissed her as unhinged, too angry, too loud, until pieces of her story started lining up with other accounts.
Tell me something. When you have a peanut butter jelly sandwich, if it's just peanut butter, it's just peanut butter. If it's just jelly, it's jelly. When you put it together, it becomes a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and the taste is undeniable.
Mm-hmm. You saying Diddy and Jay-Z is peanut butter jelly?
Peanut butter and jelly.
Now, one of those accounts came from Allie Carter, a whistleblower who claimed she was one of the children used as party favors at these freak-offs. Her descriptions weren't flashy, they were unsettling. The pauses, the fear, the way she struggled to get the words out.
I was a party favor.
What does that mean?
I was a party favor. I was somebody you could take off the table.
So you're telling me they set children?
I set children on a table.
Like when you go to a birthday party and they have gift bags for everybody that comes that have candy and toys in them,
yep.
And they set them on the table. So you're telling me at the Freakoff parties, mm-hmm. They put children on the table instead of gift bags, mm-hmm. And then people can do what?
Take you off the table.
Then she vanished too. No court appearance, testimony, or follow-up. Just gone. Which made people ask a dangerous question. If Allie Carter says children were present at these parties, and Ava was living in Diddy's world during that same era, was she exposed to any of it? Nobody is saying they know for sure, but people are connecting dots. Especially after Gene Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, started talking. Gene didn't just hint at freak-offs. He said they were real. He said questionable people were present. He even suggested Diddy's own mother, Janice Combs, knew about them and showed up.
Diddy has said this. He said, when I give a party, I have to have an ambulance outside of the house. Paramedics ready. That people have to take IVs. Remember the time that him and his mama kissed each other on the lips?
Yeah, I remember that video.
Do you remember that both of them was getting an IV at the same time?
Yeah, I did notice that, yep.
That's from the Diddy Freakoff party.
And resurfaced footage didn't help Diddy's case. Videos of Janice and Diddy being administered IVs.
Yeah, my mom's gorgeous. Well, let me introduce you to my mom, called Mom Dukes.
Hi.
She's getting a drip with me. She's hydrating. What's up, Mom?
Everything's good, baby. I'm here with you.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too.
Dates?
Fast forward to now. Diddy has been convicted and is currently serving a 4-year prison sentence, with many believing that sentence doesn't come close to matching the scale of allegations surrounding him. Lawsuits dismissed, charges reduced, witnesses missing. The sense that something bigger never fully made it into the courtroom. And now, Ava's name is back in the spotlight. Recently, a live video surfaced online where someone claiming to be Ava made serious accusations against Diddy, allegations that he took her from her home and forced her into situations she never consented to. The internet exploded immediately. But there's a complication. There have been multiple girls online claiming to be Ava over the years. Fake accounts, trolls, possible clout chasers, even AI deepfakes, which makes it hard to confirm whether the person on that live was really her. Still, the reaction says everything. People aren't dismissing it outright. They're listening because too much of this story has never been resolved. Too many loose ends, too many vanished voices. And here's the part that keeps people uneasy. Even if that wasn't the real Ava on live, most believe the real Ava is still out there, watching, waiting, closer than people realize. Someone who knows exactly what happened but hasn't felt safe enough to speak publicly yet. And if she ever does come forward officially, with documents, timelines, and legal backing, it wouldn't just reopen Diddy's case. It would force the world to look at everything it ignored for decades. The industry, enablers, families who smiled in court, and people who knew and stayed quiet. So the question isn't just whether Ava will sue, it's whether the system would even let her speak up. Because if what she allegedly went through is real, then Diddy's 4-year sentence is just the tip of something much darker. But until the real Ava steps fully into the light, one thing remains uncomfortable and unresolved. If nothing happened, why did she disappear? And if something did, how many people already knew?